Hello. Welcome to the podcast that is no Millie. Hashtag just saying. Told you it was going to be quick.
You know what? I'm actually going to give points to anybody who comments either on the SoundCloud page or on YouTube if you can tell us what that reference is from.
I am not a Millie.
Yep. Work on it. Okay. Thank you for joining us again.
Yay!
Good for you.
Very good. Bravo.
My
Bravo.
lawn still hasn't been mowed. I have Axl Rose in my backyard going, "Welcome to the jungle."
Welcome to the jungle.
No, knees.
Mow it pretty please.
That was good. That was points for you. Points for you.
If you couldn't hear that, I went, "Mow it pretty please."
Oh, damn, I wasn't ready for that.
You in the jungle, baby.
You know where you are? You're at home.
I'm lost.
You
Where
would be.
am I?
You would be in that backyard. Holy crap. And I can't fix my fence until the yard gets mowed, but I still don't have the fence panels because every fucking Lowe's I keep trying to go into, they don't have the pieces that I need, so I'm like,
Actually.
oh yeah. And then you can't order them. You have to just wait till they get them in stock.
Waiting sucks.
Because that's how Lowe's operates. So.
What if Rob Lowe?
Lowe's. Yeah. So, and it's been that kind of week. I got hit with, I was driving down the highway, and this truck, who was in a different lane than me, kicked up like a rock or something and hit my windshield. I got a huge crack in my windshield.
It's almost in the shape of a question mark.
I got a huge crack in my windshield, which sounds like a country music song. There's a crack in my windshield, a girl going do. And the dog done left. And the yard ain't mowed. And I'm drinking a beer. Oh.
Getting pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, and of course you'll bark. So, that's been the week. It's just one punch to the gut after another, I think. But anyway.
Well, I told Tara that if she needs a little help and she can't get the guy over here to mow this thing,
No.
I'll bring my lawnmower over and I'll help her out.
Listen, we had a verbal contract and a handshake. And in this world, that should count for something.
Not today.
And I've been like, I don't have his direct, number, we talk over, Facebook, over his Facebook page. So, I'm just I messaged him and I'm dropping hints. I'm like, not raining today. Good day for a mowing. Is it not? Good day for a mowing?
Look at that sunshine.
Look at that sunshine. Woo, is it hot?
It's gonna be hot.
Woo, it's hot. 65 and up. That's summer.
65 to 75 is perfect to mow.
Yeah.
You're not out there sweating.
No, yeah. It's going to be rainy all weekend, so I'm sure the grass will grow another 8 feet. I'll be able to play hide and seek out there soon with Pete. Pete would be the snake that my husband named.
Yeah. If I end up doing this for her, I'll let you know if I find Pete and his friends.
You do not tell me if you found Pete and his friends.
I won't tell you.
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Well, just as a quick recap, I was outside
Pete
doing...
says hi.
I was outside doing yard work, and I saw a snake, and I came running in the house, and then my husband went outside and was poking the snake with a stick, and I yelled at him, and he's like, no, I named him Pete. And, so anyway.
So I told her I'll help her out, and I'll do it for less than what the other guy's charging.
Sean. I have cut rates.
Cut.
Cut rates, exactly.
Cut it out.
So, I don't know. It's strange. Life is strange.
It can be.
There's like so much I wanted to say, and now I'm like, was that story? You know when somebody tells you a story, and you're like, oh, that's a really good story.
Yeah.
And then you sit there and you go, oh, I should tell so and so that story. And then you think to yourself, well, wait a minute. Was that a told in confidence story? Because
Kind of like when we have off mic, on mic.
Yeah, well, no, because usually we have what I call off mic conversations. Is when we manage somehow to talk about business on the podcast, and I'm like, people don't want to hear. You guys don't want to hear about business. It's
stuff that we should be talking about while we're eating and watching videos.
Yeah, that way I can write off the dinner on my taxes. Jay told me that. He's like, when you're eating, talk business. And I'm like, well, usually we're watching something that we're going to talk about on the show. And he's like, ooh, good. He's like, business dinner.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure if this story was told to me in confidence. So now I'm
saving the receipts, huh?
Well, yeah, he told me that too. What I need to do is put it like a big envelope in my car.
Yes.
That way I can just shove them in there and be
Keep
like...
it in the glovey.
And then have like... No, I would need like a manila envelope. You're talking like a 52 receipts that would be.
Shoebox. Put them in a shoebox.
Why a shoebox?
They won't in a folder, they'll fall out and go all over the place. Oh. In a shoebox, is bam, and put the cover back on.
Bam, and put the cover back on.
Bam!
And put the cover back on. Okay. So I'm backpedaling now because I was going to tell this story, and now I'm like, I think it was told to me in confidence, so maybe I shouldn't tell it. Which kind of sucks. But anyway.
I thought something the other day I wanted to
No, you didn't.
I did, but I forgot. Like, I should talk about
that.
Well,
that's what happens when you get older. You're just like, oh, I'll do that in a minute. Like, I've come to the realization that if I don't either write it down or take care of it the second that I'm thinking about it,
yep,
it won't get done. It won't get done.
I'll forget.
Exactly.
It's like when you walk into another room. What did I come in here for?
Constantly.
And you just turn around, you walk back out, and the second you put your foot in the other room, oh!
What I hate is when you go to look for something, and you go to where the place, the thing, where the thing should be. You're like, oh, I'm sure I put it there, and it's not there. Mm-hmm. And you're like, damn, where else would I have put it? I should have put it here. This is where this should be, and it's not there.
I recently went through that.
Did you really?
A few months ago, I was tidying up some of my basement because my crap's all over the place. And I need to clean up the basement.
Oh, let me tell you. Oh, yeah.
And I came across this box that had some basketball cards in it.
Oh, okay.
Because of the playoffs, I've gotten back into watching basketball and the Celtics, who are kicking ass. It kind of motivated me to go back and look for those cards. Because back in the 90s, my favorite was D. Brown.
Okay.
And in the box was a bunch of D. Brown cards. There was some Larry Bird cards in there too and stuff, but I wanted D. So I went back and I spent almost an hour looking for them. I thought I went to the area they were in, but there weren't. So I'm pulling out boxes, looking in boxes, looking behind, looking over here. Looking, where the fuck is it?
Hands on your hips?
Yeah. I'm looking all around, and then like 3 days later, because I tried a little bit each night to look for them.
Yeah.
Then I'm just standing there, like, my hands on my hips. I'm looking around, like, scanning the fucking place. And I see a blue box out in the open, under one of the windows down in the basement.
Yeah.
On a shelf. So I walk over, I'm like, no. I pick it up and I look in. The cars were right out in the open the whole time.
Right under your nose. They'd have punched you in the face.
They should have. I would have seen it. Oh, there you are. Thanks.
Oh, wow. I used to collect football cards. I have them all in a binder. In my file cabinet, actually.
Actually.
Actually, I know where they are.
I collected football, basketball, baseball, Star Wars, Back to the Future,
Yeah.
Part 2,
Ah.
and Gremlin cards.
Wow. You still have all that stuff?
Hat.
Hat.
I still have a bunch of various baseball cards in a couple of boxes.
Yeah.
Before my parents moved out of their house, probably like a month prior to that, my father gave me this bag that had a bunch of old cards in it. It was a mixture of old baseball cards, Gremlin cards that were in our cabinet down in the basement for a while. They weren't really worth keeping because they weren't in great condition. Some of the cards had tape on them.
Oh, bummer.
So that's a had.
Okay, I understand now. I understand. I was going through mine not long ago, maybe a month or so ago, because I was like contemplating selling some. Because like the inserts are usually worth money. I don't have a Beckett though. That's the little magazine you have to buy to figure out the card price.
I haven't got one of those in years.
I know. I'm like, why?
I'm curious if some of my cards are worth anything.
Me too.
I have a bunch of Reggie Lewis cards.
Oh wow.
He passed away in the 90s. He was a great player. He has some Michael Jordan cards. You got Larry Bird cards. Robert Parrish. Wonder if any of them are worth a lot.
Actually, I have a Grant Hill. Remember Grant Hill was the bomb back when?
Yeah.
No, he played for like Portland or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I have a Shaquille O'Neal. I don't know. I didn't really. I wasn't like really into basketball.
Mr. Icy Hot.
Shaquille is my friend, and he is the spokesperson for the product that I love. All right, Icy
Is
Hot.
he really a spokesperson, or is he using all these products? He looks like he can barely run now.
Yeah, he's. You know the problem when you're like that tall is you usually develop like knee problems. So I mean, he's not sprinting.
I doubt that.
No, but Icy Hot is amazing. I had
You're back.
My back is still shit, but
You're gonna have to start stocking up for when we go on location shoots soon.
I was using like this. It was like this Asper cream or something?
Yeah.
Did like I'm gonna trash them because they did like a roll-on thing, and I got that because I was like, oh, that'll be easier on the go.
Is that what you got when we did that shoot at the library?
Yeah, and it did not work. My back was so bad, and the problem is that my back, when the pain gets really intense, it like sends a signal to my legs, and then my legs won't move, so I literally can't walk. So I have to just stand there. So I have to just stand there, and it's like you wait for the pain to subside a little bit. It just sucks. But anyway, so I got like that Asper cream stuff, which does not work. But Icy Hot did me right. They the only thing I don't like about Icy Hot is if you want to. Well, no, you know what? I can even deal with the smell. I can.
It's almost like Bengay.
It's like a medicinal smell, and I'll take that if it's going to help with my back. And the thing that I liked about that was it didn't stain my shirt. So my shirt smelled like the shit, but it didn't like leave a mark on my shirt. So I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. But the thing is that if you get like even like a decent sized patch and go to apply it to your back. It's kind of cumbersome. It ended up like I tried to do it in the parking lot right before we did the shoot in Rhode Island, and I was like fiddling with it for 20 minutes because I'm like, how do I get it? It kept folding over on me, and I'm like, stupid bastard.
You recently put that video up, didn't you?
Oh, that's been up for a while.
I thought that was one of the newer ones.
No, I don't think so. I think that's been up for a while. I don't know. I can't keep track.
Either way, it's up. Go check it out.
I can't keep track.
Nothing exciting, really, but...
What, the
library.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about the library. I was talking about the, oh, damn it. What is it? The Middleton, Rhode Island. the monastery thing we went to. Yeah. That's the one I was talking about. That's when I used the patch. And we had to walk like 3 miles. And I thought I was gonna die. But my back didn't hurt. I mean, my leg hurt, but my leg always hurts. But my back was good. So that was fun. Anyway.
And the monastery one's up too. Go check that out too.
It is. Both the fail and the original one.
Oh, check out the fail first.
Yeah. There was... Okay, Brooklyn Nine-Nine was canceled for a total of maybe 10 hours. Fox canceled it. Mark Hamill went... Mark Hamill went ballistic on Twitter.
Wow.
Because he is a big fan of the show. So he went on Twitter and he was adding Fox and he's like, you cannot cancel this show. And I guess it ended kind of weird. So if it didn't come back, it would have been like a huge cliffhanger thing. So people were like, I need closure. You cannot end this show now. Bring it back. So Mark Hamill.
Use the force.
Patton Oswalt. The guy who does Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda, I think his name is. I'm sorry if I fucked up his name. But I've never seen Hamilton. They all got together and were like rallying people like, boom, we need to talk to Fox, blah, blah, blah. And NBC saw all of that and they were like, yoink. Because apparently it was their show. It was NBC's show, and they were basically renting it to Fox. And they were like, okay, well... Because I guess it didn't have, like, really shitty ratings, but Fox didn't think it was good enough. Mm-hmm. So they were just like, nah, fuck you. And people are also losing their minds about Lucifer. And I have no idea why, because I've never met anybody who's watched Lucifer.
Yeah.
But so far there's a petition that has over 200 million signatures. And... I thought I heard Hulu was maybe thinking about grabbing it, but I don't... Hulu's kind of weird, but... So, there might be another life for Lucifer. People are having their fingers crossed. But, NBC was like, you know what? Since we technically own Brooklyn Nine-Nine Brooklyn Nine-Nine anyway, we'll just air it. We're just going to air it. Make you guys happy. So, they're bringing it back.
They're making Mark happy.
He was very excited. I'll have to show you what he tweeted out the other day. He called himself the 9-9 Avenger.
Force is strong with that one.
Yeah.
And he uses Jedi mind trick on him. He will not cancel that show.
He's actually kind of funny. I like Mark Hamill. He was good on the Big Bang Theory thing. I thought they were going to make him like a character, but he was Mark Hamill. Which is, he probably didn't need to practice.
You heard anything more about his show?
Whose show?
Mark's.
Oh, the pop culture show?
Yeah.
I haven't heard a thing about it.
I'd like to see more.
So would I.
Mark? You go out there, Mark?
You know what? I've spoken to him twice on Twitter.
Oh, I guess you gotta make it 3 times.
So maybe I'll try to
reach out and touch someone.
When he's having, because he gets a lot of people who obviously talk to him, and I won a lottery twice, so maybe I'll try a 3rd time and see if I can get him to answer if there's going to be another thing of the Pop Culture Quest, because that is a good show.
We liked it.
Yes, we did. But you know what? That kind of brings us around to the following. To the following thing. We're going to wrap up the show. We're going to wrap up the show on this subject because we were talking about shows that got canceled this week. Now we're going to talk about shows in the past that got canceled too soon.
Yeah.
Shows that we liked, that my phone is ringing. The shows that we liked that should have gotten another
Answer this question right. Caller 10, you get a free show. Hello, you call number 3.
I like that.
Hello, you call number 4.
Okay, so I want you to know right away that a lot of these aren't from me.
She printed this out.
Yeah, I printed it out. It was a Ranker or BuzzFeed or whatever did a shows canceled too soon list. So a lot of these are from that.
Mark Hamill's like, no, they're not.
So I mean, we're just gonna give it a shot. It'll work or it won't. So, the first one is Lie to Me. Did you ever watch Lie to Me?
Nope.
It was a Tim Roth. Actually, I really like the show.
Mm-hmm.
And Lie to Me is about... I have little descriptions here. This is Cal Lightman, the world's leading deception expert who studies facial expressions and involuntary body language to expose the truth about people's lives. Normally he's doing it for the government or something. It's actually a good show. It lasted like 2.5 seasons. Like the third season was like 5 episodes. Like they pulled the plug really quick, and I don't know why. It was a decent show. I think it was on Fox. Fox has a tendency to like, hey, this show's doing pretty good on Wednesday, but why don't we move it to Saturday night?
That's what I'm doing. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they're like, whatever, we can put it there. It's fine.
Just when you adjusted your life to having it on this night,
yeah,
screw you. What's going on that night that you can't watch it?
Yeah,
because your DVR is set to tape 2 other things, and you can't tape this one. Aha!
Sean sounds like he's talking from personal experience.
I am.
Oh, Nelly. Okay.
No, Millie.
Now, Pushing Daisies, which my husband is a big fan of. It's available on DVD, actually. A pie maker with the power to bring dead people back to life solves murder mysteries with his alive-again childhood sweetheart, a cynical private investigator, and a lovesick waitress. I know the premise sounds weird. The only thing that I liked about Pushing Daisies is that it looked like it took place in a Colorforms set. I don't know if anyone... Does anybody... Raise your hand. Do you remember Colorforms? I can't be the only one who remembers Colorforms. Basically, what Colorforms was you picture like a board, and almost like a magnetic type of board. And all right, for example, you have like Charlie Brown Colorforms. So you have like it'd be like a scene, like a playground or Charlie Brown's house, whatever. And then you have these little pieces that will stick to the board, but you can peel them off, boom, and put them all kinds of places. It was really cool, but but it looked like a Colorform set. Like, what is going on here? Who designed this show? Give them an A+.
A+.
Give them an Emmy.
Give him an Emma.
Yeah.
Give him something.
The next show, which I am 100% in agreement with, Futurama.
Yeah.
Philip Fry wakes up in the year 3000, made by Simpsons god Matt Groening. The show originally canceled before its time after 4 seasons in 2003. It was brought back in 2006, and it ended, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. But I fucking miss it. I didn't like... I mean, and fans are like, oh, the ending was perfect. Don't bring it back, because the ending was perfect. The ending was not perfect. Not in my eyes. I have no Zoidberg.
10,000 other people.
I have no Zoidberg closure. That's my problem. Okay. I don't know that I agree with that. Alright. WKRP in Cincinnati was a sitcom that featured the misadventures of the staff of a struggling fictional radio station in Cincinnati, Ohio. The show created by Hugh Wilson, who actually passed away this year.
Aww.
And he also did Police Academy.
Yes.
Was based upon his experiences working in advertising sales at a top 40 radio station in Atlanta. Many of the characters and even some of the stories, including Season 1, Episode 7, Turkeys Away, that is a classic episode, are based on people and events at that station.
Baby, woo! If you ever wondered.
That's right. They did about 4 seasons. And the last episode, I mean, I guess it's okay, but they didn't know that they were being canceled. So it's kind of open-ended. I mean... So that kind of drives me crazy. I don't like when things are open-ended like that.
Yeah.
Like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., although they weren't certain that they were coming back.
So, nuts.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck her problem is. Somebody's walking by, looking shady. But S.H.I.E.L.D. wasn't sure it was coming back.
Shady.
Exactly. So S.H.I.E.L.D. wasn't sure it was coming back. So their finale, which actually airs tonight, they made it so that if they weren't coming back, it would be a satisfying ending.
To them.
Well, yeah, for the viewers, yeah. Skipping ahead, Dinosaurs. I used to like Dinosaurs. My little nephew was like crazy about that show. show about a family of anthropomorphic dinosaurs portrayed by puppets, produced by Michael Jacobs and Jim Henson, associated with Walt Disney. Dinosaurs actually ended kind of sad because...
They're extinct.
Well, that's exactly how it ended.
Oh.
Spoiler alert, but the show's been dead for so long. The show ended with a meteor headed for Earth. And they were all going to be wiped out. This is like...
That's trying to be funny. I never watched
No! This was like a... well, not so much a children's, but it was like a young adult to adult show. And that's how you choose to end it. I was like mortified. Like, what are you guys doing to me? Okay. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
He still looks almost as he did when he was making that show. Will Smith could pull that off.
Okay, well, here's my beef with why this is on this list, okay? Originally aired on NBC from September 10th, 1990 to May 20th, 96. The show stars Will Smith as a fictionalized version of himself, a street-smart teenager from West Philadelphia, born and raised, who is sent to move in with his wealthy aunt and uncle in their Bel Air mansion.
Phil.
After getting into a fight on a basketball court in the series, his lifestyle often clashes...
He's only in one little fight.
I know, his lifestyle often clashes with the lifestyle of his relatives. The series ran for 6 seasons. Why are people upset this show ended? You got 6 seasons.
They weren't tired of seeing Carlton doing his dance.
Oh, well, that dance is amazing. And he should be very thankful for that, by the way, because that's like all he's known for.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That and Silver Spoons.
Okay.
Now he's hosting America's Funniest Home Videos.
I would actually love to see Silver Spoons again. How many seasons did that get?
That was like 5.
5?
But yet they only put one season on DVD for as far as I know.
What is going on with... Okay, well, I have a lot of axes to grind as far as that shit's concerned. We're going to have to skip around this because this is like a long list. I came like totally prepared. I'm like, we need stuff to talk about. Okay, so... okay. Well, I might as well mention it because I was like, Agent Carter. A lot of people were very upset when Agent Carter was canceled. It's basically a spin-off of the Captain America movie. It only got like 2 seasons, maybe 1, and it ended really fucked up. And people were pissed, and there was a whole petition to bring it back. And Haley Atwell, who played the character, was even like, if Netflix picks it up or whatever, I'll do it. And she was committed to do other stuff. She's like, I'll not sleep to do this show for you guys.
Netflix has huge opportunities to pick shit up.
And they never do.
Idiots.
In Living Color.
In Living Color.
In Living Color originally ran on Fox from April 15th, 1990 to May 19th, 1994. Keenan Ivory Wayans wrote, created, and starred in the program.
So did the whole family.
The title of the series was inspired by the NBC announcement of broadcast being presented in Living Color during the 60s. So we got like 4 seasons of Living Color. And I believe the last season really isn't that good.
No.
Because everybody was gone by then.
Yep. They were becoming huge. And
yeah, Jim Carrey was long gone.
Yeah. They were all getting movie roles and TV roles.
Yeah. Yay. Whee! Okay. Do you remember Herman's Head?
Nope.
I liked Herman's Head. It's one of those shows that like...
Which head?
Well, okay. Herman's Head aired on Fox. Another fucking Fox fuck-up. Aired on Fox Network from September 8th, 91 until April 20th, 94. William Ragsdale stars as the title character, Herman Brooks. Herman's thought process are dramatized in the Greek chorus style interpretation. There are 4 characters representing different aspects of his personality. The show also starred Yardley Smith and Hank Azaria of The Simpsons. Basically what it was it followed this guy, and as he's going about his day, at work, home, whatever, it would pan to inside his head, and you see these 4 characters who represent, like, lust and all this other stuff. Lust was, like, the college frat boy guy, and he's like, it's fuck. Like that kind of thing.
That sounds like the cool one.
Yeah, it was a funny show.
Actually.
It was. Greatest American Hero. I have not seen Greatest American Hero in a long time. And after I had to write all this down, I was like, I think I need to watch Greatest American Hero again. It's on Hulu, so I should definitely check it out.
I watched it when I was younger.
I did too. I watched it when I was younger, and I'm like, I wonder if it would hold up, or if I think it was just stupid.
I didn't realize until quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
That guy who gets the suit.
Yeah.
He was the curly-haired guy on the movie Carrie from the 70s.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I saw Carrie, but a long time ago. Ooh, there's an and. There's a but.
He auditioned for the part of Luke Skywalker for George Lucas.
Oh. Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad he didn't get it.
When he auditioned,
Yeah.
it was him and Kurt Russell for the part of Luke and Han.
Oh, Kurt Russell would have not done well. I can't picture anybody but Han, but
Maybe not, but looking at those two, if you can find the footage,
yeah.
it's on a documentary.
Mm-hmm.
All the Star Wars, the three main ones.
Yeah.
They show the footage, and when you see those two together,
Yeah.
I think they would be a good Luke and Han. But if you mix them with Mark Hamill or Harrison Ford now, after all these years, you would think that sounds weird.
Yeah.
And it probably would be.
Ah.
But yeah. Little fun fact, he auditioned for Luke Skywalker.
Okay. So Greatest American Hero aired for 3 seasons from 81 to 83 on ABC. Finally, Fox didn't have their hands on something. Created as a 2-hour pilot movie on March 18th, 1991, the series featured William Catt as teacher Ralph Hinckley, or Hanley for the latter part of the first season. Robert Culp as FBI agent Bill Maxwell. The series chronicles Ralph's adventure
Billy!
after a group of aliens gives him a red and black suit that grants him superhuman abilities. Unfortunately, Ralph, in his haste, hates wearing the suit and immediately loses its instruction booklet, and thus has to learn how to use its powers by trial and error, often with comical results.
And can't fly for shit.
No, it took him a long time to learn how to fly. He'd just be running with the suit. Okay, I don't know.
Theme song was Believe It or Not.
That's a great song, Joey Scarberry. Boom.
And it got cooler on Seinfeld when George turned it into his answer machine.
Yes. The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah!
Series 2-hour pilot movie which established the Hulk's origins, aired on November 4th, 1977. The series' 82 episodes was originally broadcast by CBS over 5 seasons from 78 to 82. It was developed and produced by Kenneth John. We don't need to care. The series ends with David Banner continuing to search for a cure. In 1988, the film rights were purchased by CBS rival NBC. They produced 3 television movies: The Incredible Hulk Returns, The Trial of the Incredible Hulk, and The Death of the Incredible Hulk, both directed by Bill Bixby. Since its debut, the Incredible Hulk series has garnered a worldwide fan base.
Damn straight.
Because Hulk is cool.
That was one of my favorite shows.
Oh, yeah, I loved it when I was a kid. I used to be so sad for him walking down the street. Like, when he was hitchhiking, like nobody ever picked him up. Like, really, bud? Oh, do you remember? All right.
No.
I hope I'm not the only one who. Raise your hand if you remember.
Oh!
Do you remember? Do you remember a show called Drexel's Class?
No!
No. Okay. Drexel's Class starred Dabney Coleman in the role of Otis Drexel, a 5th grade teacher at fictional Grantwood Elementary School in Cedar Bluff, Iowa.
You're bluffing.
In the backstory, it was revealed Drexel was a famous corporate raider. He had to work as a teacher to pay back taxes. There were only 18 episodes of the show, but it was actually kind of a decent show. Like, Dabney Coleman made the show.
Of course.
You know, it was one of those things.
It was cool back then.
He was.
Cloak and Dagger.
Hell yeah! So
9 to 5.
Also, in my travels to find to look up shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was looking things up on my own. There was a show in '97 called Soul Man.
Soul Man.
It was an American sitcom that starred Dan Aykroyd and aired on ABC from April 15th, '97 to May 26th, '98. A total of 25 half-hour episodes were produced over 2 seasons. Mike Weber, played by Aykroyd. Listen to this episode. Listen to the series description.
Sounds like it was an updated Blues Brothers.
No, listen to this, right? Aykroyd plays a widowed Episcopal priest who must deal with 4 children, his quirky parishioners in Royal Oak, Michigan, and a wet behind-the-ears curate who happens to be the nephew of his bishop.
Amen.
That was a good show, too. Who was that? Oh, shit. I can see Sherman Hemsley?
Yeah.
Yes!
I was going to say the guy who played George Jefferson.
Sherman Hemsley! Yes. Okay.
Preach.
The Ropers.
Spin-off of Three's Company.
The Ropers. I completely forgot that the Ropers even had a show. It was a sitcom that aired on ABC from March 13th. I have no idea.
Why?
Because I guess they thought it would do well.
If they did that with Don Knotts, that'd be better.
Yeah, probably. It aired from March 13th, 1979 to May 22nd, 1980. It's a spin-off of Three's Company. In the spin-off, the Ropers have sold their apartment building in Three's Company in the episode An Anniversary Surprise, Season 3, Episode 20, to live in the upmarket community where the social climbing Helen struggles to fit in with her neighbors. Stanley makes little attempt to fit in with standards of the community, thereby causing Helen much embarrassment. So, there's that. Also a spin-off of Three's Company was a show called Three's a Crowd, which followed Jack and his wacky adventures. So, I'm going to do 2 more.
All right. You can do 2 more.
2 more, and I think you'll be on board with these shows.
Oh, goody. I like being on board and stuff.
Head of the Class.
Yes.
I liked Head of the Class.
Until
Billy Connolly.
Yes.
Until Billy Connolly fucked it up.
Great with Howard Hessman.
Howard Hessman was awesome on the show, and I don't understand why it's not available for streaming or on DVD. No one has an answer. Raise your hand if you have an answer. The series follows a group of gifted students in individualized honors program at the fictional Monroe High School, later called Millard Fillmore, in Manhattan.
The Millies.
And their history teacher, Charlie Moore, played by Howard Hessman. The program was ostensibly a vehicle for Hessman, who left Head of the Class in 1990 and was replaced by Scottish personality Billy Connolly.
Billy!
This was his first major American production. Well, you should have stayed home. As teacher Billy McGregor for the final season. After the series ended, Connolly appeared in a short-lived spin-off title called Billy from 86 to 91 for 5 seasons. Billy. I didn't even know there was a damn spin-off of this show.
I didn't know either.
I'm appalled. And the last one...
Batman.
Good feel. Thanks for covering while I was drinking. Okay. Okay. Fear.
Yes.
Okay, stay with me now. Stay with me, folks. Fear was promoted as MTV's Fear. It was an American paranormal reality television series that originally aired from 2000 to 2002 on MTV. The program follows a group of 5 or more contestants.
When MTV was good.
Yes. Before they put teenagers being pregnant with Sweet 16 parties.
Mm-hmm.
Or
getting pregnant at Sweet 16 parties.
Oh, gross. Being left at allegedly, I didn't even write that, allegedly haunted locations, and led them on a series of dares over 2 nights to explore and confirm whether or not the place is haunted. The series was not canceled due to lack of interest. The show was the second most popular on MTV at the time of its cancellation.
Damn straight.
It was due to the high cost of producing each episode.
Oh.
There were 2 seasons and only 16 episodes.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, wow.
I felt like there's more.
Nope. Nope. Just the 16.
I should bring that back.
They should, or, stream it. Somebody else should grab that premise.
Yeah.
They can't just be it can't, like, MTV just can't own that idea.
Right.
You know? You can tweak it a little bit. I mean,
There was another show that was like it.
Oh, are you going to say what I think you're going to say?
Yeah.
Say it.
Scariest Places on Earth.
Yes! Yes! I fucking loved that.
Hosted by Linda Blair herself.
Yes! Oh, we were talking about Exorcist earlier.
Yeah, there you go.
So she's Exorcist bitch. So, the Scariest Places on Earth, those by Linda Blair. What they do is, like, they'll talk about some scary places, and then they'll take a family and dump them in a scary place and be like, see you in the morning, and walk away.
Bags on their heads, lead
Yes.
each one to a different room.
Oh, I may have to watch some later. Oh, boy. I used to really like that show.
Yeah, me too.
I like, oh, boy. Yeah.
The theme song for the Fear one
Yeah.
was Voodoo by Godsmack.
Was it now?
Yes.
You know, every time you tell me that, I'm like, was it?
It was.
I'm like, I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen it. Somebody should grab that and stream it or something. Hello, ideas. I know some episodes of Scariest Places on Earth are on YouTube. The quality's kind of pooey. So if you can handle pooey quality.
Sometimes it's better than nothing.
Yeah, when you can't have the real thing, I guess, might as well just take it. But they're definitely worth check out. Even if you don't like paranormal stuff, I used to like it just because, like, what you usually have is like a family, right? So the family's gonna take a great example is they had one where a family was gonna stay in Vlad's castle. Vlad was like the guy that they based Dracula on, right?
Vladimir.
Right. And they call him Vlad the Impaler because he used to just like stick you on a stick and watch the stick just go through. Yeah, just it's gross. But
he'll leave you there as a warning to other people.
Oh yeah,
You know.
be like, I'm not fucking that guy. So she's been so bad tonight.
Yeah.
So what occurs was they brought this whole family. Now they like most of the family was like, you know, I think this will be fun, or yeah, you know, I'm cautious, whatever.
3 out of the 4.
There's
4 out of the
always
5.
yeah, and in these situations, there's always somebody who's talking shit. Always, there's one
arrogant,
person.
cocky ones.
There's always somebody who's like, you know what? I ain't scared of no ghosts. They're walking up in there and they're like, this is gonna be a breeze. Like I think do they like win money if they make it all night? You win something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just bragging rights. So this family's like going up there, and as they're walking up like the walkway or whatever the fuck to this castle, they're already starting to be like, "Oh, this is probably gonna be bad."
It's real.
Yeah, like
what's really happening.
Reality is sinking in, and people are like, they're like, "I don't know, if this is gonna be a good idea." Like I'll say midway through, the sun.
Most.
And I'm giving him a lot of credit. Midway through, the son has just completely had it. And he's like, I'm out of here. I'm going home. And they're like, you will lose if you leave. We all have to stay. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, no.
Yeah, the family spends about 20 minutes trying to talk him into
Oh, yeah.
sucking it up and going through the rest of it.
Oh, yeah. And they're like, well, you could stay here in the dining room or whatever. And he's like, yeah, no. I am not staying here. And no, and they're like, well,
I'd be like, all right, you can stay here, you can go in the goddamn basement. Where do you want to go?
I know, right? And they'd be like, well, what if you walk in the middle of us? You know, if you walk in the middle. And he's like, yeah, no. Like, there was no way they were going to talk this guy into it. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I think, personally speaking, and being like a skeptic when it comes to that stuff, but like, sometimes you just get like, okay, I get a really bad vibe here. Like, I'd be there for, I don't know that I would make it all night. I would love to look you folks in the eye and tell you, you know what? I fucking got this. All night I'm doing this. But when it comes down to it, and the first time I hear a door creak or something slam, I'd be like, done. I'm a realist.
You'd be like the monastery video.
Oh yeah, I'm a realist.
I heard that scream.
Well, I thought somebody was getting murdered or something. I don't want to be a part of that. Bye.
I was just very curious on what the fuck is going on.
Really? You were right behind me.
Yeah. That's what I was getting to. I was curious on what the hell's going on, but I wasn't going to stick around to find out.
Exactly.
If it's something that we shouldn't be around for, we might be doing that ourselves. No thanks.
Yeah. You know, you gotta know when to say when. And I think that would be exactly the situation. I'd hear something or whatever, I'd just be like, yeah, no. No!
Now, if we got to go on that show, Fear.
Yeah?
Here's the situations.
All right, Sean, I got my arms crossed. Why don't you tell me the situation?
Right. Say you, me, and like 2 other people were on Fear.
Okay.
We got to go walk around one of those castles.
Okay.
I would try to look at it as, okay, we're going into a haunted house. Like a Halloween exhibit.
Yep.
Because it's a show.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a production.
Mm-hmm.
They go around and put cameras all over the building.
Mm-hmm.
Or the castle, wherever it is. Mostly it's castles then.
Yeah.
So I would think to myself, okay, they went around the castle and they hung up all the cameras.
Yeah.
They probably rigged everything.
You know what?
I always thought there's a possibility that quite a few of the stuff was rigged.
Okay.
I wouldn't believe it. But if you and me alone for
Yeah.
like a location shoot went into a place like that,
Yeah.
no cameras were set up, no production,
Mm-hmm.
and we heard shit, that'd be a different story. I would think it's cool, and I'm like, yes, and what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the fence with that. I mean, like, I understand what you're saying, like, when it comes to a TV show, because you can't really trust that nothing's been done when you weren't looking.
When you have a chair moved or something, how you know there's not
And
a string going through the wall?
you know what? I do think a lot of it is psychological.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and with Fear and even in the Scariest Places thing, they give people, they tell them the background. It's like, okay, and this guy killed a lot of people and blah, blah, blah. Like in the, there was one episode of Fear where they went to a prison and one of the dares or whatever was somebody had to sit in this particular cell with a bag on their head for like 10 minutes. Right? And so they're like, okay. And then like as they're going, headed there, they're being told like, oh yeah, and the guy who occupied that cell was this person and people have had these kind of experiences there.
They'll tell you this shit before you go in.
Right. They'll tell you before you go in, so you have that in your head.
Mm-hmm.
So then you're just sitting there going, okay, people get scratches. Ooh, something hit my arm. You know, I mean, it's like, okay. But, wow, we spent a lot of time talking about Fear.
It was a good show.
Yeah, it was a good show. I miss it.
I just couldn't stand listening to that one person in the family bragging that they're going to get through this easily and it's nothing.
Oh.
Then they're the first ones that want to freaking leave like 10 minutes into it.
That's why I love that. Because I sit there and I go, okay, so the one who's being the most braggadocious is the one who's going to be crying before the show is done.
Quite a few of them cried.
Yes, they did.
Literally in tears.
And you know what? I probably would too. I'm not even saying. I'm crying at my grass. Why wouldn't I cry in Dracula's castle? Crying in my own backyard. I cried when I saw Pete. Stupid snake.
You didn't even see Pete.
Yeah, I didn't see all of them. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. This is a long episode. Woo.
Give me a...
Oh, it will be. So, thank you so much for joining us again. You've been a pleasure. Of course, we can't get through without the phone ringing.
Show's over. We're not taking calls. Sorry.
Told you, raise your hand. Good for you. Yeah, you nailed it. Thank you so much for joining us again. We hope you had fun. We are streaming on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher. The video version of the podcast is on YouTube. Sometimes the content's different from the audio to the video, so it's worth checking both out if you have the time. You can like, comment, subscribe. You can do all that stuff. You know how to do all that stuff. I'm not tell you that. You know what to do. Tell a friend, wake a neighbor.
Yeah, tell them at 3 a.m.
Tell a friend, wake a neighbor. I'm going to shut up now. Sean's got something to tell you. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Whee!
Oh.
I can't wee.
You gotta move that rug.
I do.
Have a good everything. Do I know Millie?